I'm actually done with this part of the yard. I just finished removing some coleuses and I want to remove some more, but if you notice, the sun is so hot that these coleuses, they just immediately wilt. The ones over there that are not wilted are ones that I placed in a bucket, and that's what you have to do. As soon as you get them out of the ground, you have to place them in a bucket. So later in the afternoon, I will continue working on this pathway and clearing that down. In the meantime, let us just go into the pots and do a little bit of work. So let's start right here with this pot right here. I would come in, and what I'm looking for any kind of leaves that are dried up, and I just take them off and put them right in the pot itself. That's how I deal with these containers. I look at the pot and then I decide what is the next step. When I look in here, I realize that it's a little bit dry, so I'm going to go in and I am going to take some stuff with me to put in there. But for now, I have taken off all the dried leaves and all of that, so that one is good. All right, let's go over to its counterpart on the other side. Right here. Now what we are seeing here is a lot of stuff going on. Everything in this spot is fighting for supremacy. The thing with planting in spots like these is I don't like when we have a plant like this one here that has taken over the entire pot and you can no longer see the style. So I have to go in and do some cuts. So what I'll do is I'm going to put this like this, bring it up a little bit more over here, bend it down a little bit more so you can actually see clearly in the pot, and we are going to shape this baby up because that's what we do. We shape things up. And then what I take out from here, I can use in another pot. So the first thing we're going to do is remember that in this container, we do have a thriller. And the thriller is the snake plant. But with all of these things taking over the front of this, you can't even tell that there's a thriller in here. Look at that. Couldn't tell. I couldn't tell that there was a thriller because of everything else that's happening in the pot. So the first thing I did was to take out some of these and release the front of the pot. Now I'm going to take out some of these also on the side. Notice I'm leaving the ones at the top, but I'm also taking out some from the side so that it can grow down if it wants. It can grow like that, but I don't want it to be center stage, up close and center. All right, so I'm going to take off some more of these, give it a chance to grow down, but not to be in total control here. All right, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to release the Sansevieria so that it can truly still be the thriller in this spot. Now, when I look at this spot, there's lots of green and not enough red in almost all of the pots, so I am going to fix that too. So let me check this limb, see how it's doing. This is good, it's green and nice. I'm not going to change anything about that. I'll cut off a piece from here. And that's it. So now let me see what it looks like. All right, it looks a little bit better, but I think it needs a lot of reds in there. So that's the next phase of the job that I will do. Now let's look at the other ones in the pathway and see how they're looking. Let's just turn the camera like this. And we are seeing that the others are not looking too bad. I will just go in later in the afternoon and make some changes. Not grand changes, just little changes. So now, with all the mess on the pathway, I want to show you how it's looking now. So this is the pathway after a mini cleanup. This is the way it looks after a mini cleanup. Thank you for watching Guyana Tropical Garden, and remember to like, to subscribe, and to share. That way you will get more from the tropical garden. Thank you. Ta-ta.